I'm Katie Thomas, and I live in Loma Linda, California. I volunteer with Cause for San Bernardino Paws to help rescue Devore and SBC dogs. Both of these shelters are very overcrowded, and if we don't get the dogs out in time, they will be put to sleep, and many still are. In fact, right behind me you can see Suki, the bigger dog, and Scotty, the smaller one. Both of them are from those shelters. Scotty is from Devore, and Suki is from SBC. Scotty was youth listed for having a limp, just for having a limp, the day we pulled him out. So we got him out just in time, and we got Suki out from SBC a day when they just had more big dogs than they had room for, and they would have had to put some down at the end of that day if enough people hadn't stepped up to get them out. So I foster. Suki's our foster dog. That means that we'll take care of her until a forever home steps up and she can go live with her new family. My husband and I have fostered almost 20 dogs in the year that we've been working with Cause for SB Paws. I also help with photography, so we get pictures of the dogs, and this really helps to get people's attention on Facebook and stuff, get some interest in getting them adopted. And I also help with the website a little bit. This is really a full-time job. I couldn't really tell you how many hours a day I do it because it's pretty much just whenever I'm home, the dogs are there and need to be taken care of and played with and fed and cleaned up after. So I know San Bernardino is a city that's faced a lot of hard times. The crime rates are high, high school graduation rate is low, unemployment is high, and so sometimes people ask, with all of these hardships going on in the city, why do we help dogs instead of people? Well, I think the thing is that it's important to help both. Obviously dogs aren't equal with people, but they're still creatures that have feelings, and they can suffer and feel pain and feel fear, and so we shouldn't overlook them just because there's also people that need help. I've tried to actually help both. I've gone on various mission trips to Mexico, the Dominican Republic, and Honduras to build schools and give health clinics and build churches and just try to serve humans. And then in this area I volunteered at a free health clinic as well, and volunteered mentoring pregnant and parenting teens and at-risk elementary school kids as well. But my niche, even though it's nice to do those volunteer things with people, what I feel like I'm gifted in is helping the dogs. So we try to do what we can where we have our gifts, and also I think that as a Christian, I think God placed us here on this earth to be stewards for Him and to take care of the earth for Him, and that includes the dogs and the people, the whole earth. And so why do I think the shelters are so full right now? Well, people don't value getting their dogs spayed and neutered. Maybe they don't realize that there's an overpopulation problem. Also, people just we haven't built a climate of really caring for and valuing our dogs. So dogs that haven't been spayed and neutered often get dumped by their owners, and then they end up in the shelters. And when they haven't been spayed and neutered and they get dumped, they can also end up reproducing very quickly. And one litter of puppies can become thousands and thousands of unwanted dogs in just a few years. So one thing I think every student should know is that dogs do have feelings, and what you do to them does impact them. It impacts their mental health and their stability later in life. You might think it's just a stray dog in your way someday when you're walking down the street and just kind of kick it out of the way or something, and maybe not just what you do, but over time what happens to that dog is really going to impact its mental stability, and someday it will just be really scared of humans and be very hard to rehabilitate in being a pet. So what I want you to know is that your impact, what you do, has a big impact on that dog. One challenge I would give you would be to go to a shelter and meet a dog spend some time with them. Take them into one of the pens they have there set up for you to meet with them, and you'll be able to see that this dog is really a being that has feelings. You can see in their eyes that sometimes you can see a loving trust there, and sometimes you can see fear, and you can see that in their body language. So I challenge you to go and get to know one dog, and just you can see for yourself how much this dog can really feel. So, be kind to animals, do good, and that's all I have.